All right, all right. Good morning, everyone. And once again, let me take this opportunity to welcome everybody who has just joined the call. Joy, kindly confirm that the slide is visible, the sound is on check, and the visuals are okay. Kindly confirm. So, as Joy confirms, let me just take this opportunity to welcome everyone who has just joined. So, I'm pretty sure that we've interacted in one way or another. Um, so just to give a shout out to Esete Seife, who joined 9 minutes before the session started. Also, let me just give a shout out to Emma Said, who joined around 8 minutes before the session started. GetNet also joined, and thank you so much, GetNet, for joining. And how is Awasa? Good morning. I can see you're saying good morning. So, my name is Evans Rabare. I will be leading the training, and with me on the chat box is Joy Atieno, my colleague, who is going to be interacting with you in the chat box. So, kindly, just engage her, ask as many questions as possible. So, in today's training, we are going to look at something a little bit different. So, we're going to look at the use of marketing tools and social media to grow your business. Use marketing tools and social media to grow your business. So here we're going to look at the use of social media, not just to just to socialize and just to say hi to your friends, but we're going to look at the deeper usage, how you can generate revenue from this, how you can grow your business from social media, and a few marketing tools that you can use that are at your disposal. So as usual in the training, we have three subsections that we're going to look at, or in other words, called agenda. So we have a first agenda, which is setting up and optimize your GMB listing, or in other words, Google My Business listing. Once we've seen what is Google My Business, how can you use Google My Business to interact with customers? How can you use Google My Business to promote your product? And also, how can you use Google My Business just to get reviews, people to call you, and so much more? Also, we are going to look at how do you plan your digital marketing strategy. So here we are going to look at the activities or the steps involved in coming up with the digital marketing plan, and there is so much more that we're going to learn and plan your digital marketing strategy. And finally, we are going to look at how to leverage social media and email marketing. And this brings me to this question: which marketing tools do you currently use? So here we are just talking about marketing tools. It could be digital tools, or it could be traditional tools. It could be any other tool that you're using. Which marketing tools do you currently use? So marketing are in different forms. So in one way or another, you've done marketing. You know, in most cases, if you're not in business, you might have done marketing when you're trying to woo a lady, or you might have done marketing when you're trying to get to be taken for a job, because you're selling yourself. You're trying to put yourself out there that you're better than others. So that is marketing. So marketing comes in so many forms. So but in this case, we're talking about business marketing. So which marketing tools do you currently use? As you think about that, let us look at how to set up and optimize GMB, or Google My Business. And what is this GMB, or what is this Google My Business? So just think about, what is this Google My Business? Have you interacted with it before? When you're browsing, you found something that looks like Google My Business, or in your class or in your sessions that you've attended. What is this Google My Business? So as you think around that, Google My Business is an absolutely free tool, and is also easy to use tool for business as well as organization. So here, so Joy, can you hear me? Joy, kindly confirm that you can hear me. Uh, Confirm that you can hear me. So, Carabao, Getnet, can you hear me? Uh, Kindly confirm that you can hear me before we proceed. Can you, Joy? Can you hear me, Esete? So just confirm that you can hear me so that you can proceed. I can see Joy is saying where I am. Awesome. Perfect. 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 So as I was saying, we've looked at the three agendas that we're going to look at today. We've looked at how to set up, a Google My Business listing. That is going to be our first agenda. In our second agenda, we're going to look at how to plan, our digital marketing strategy. And finally, what we're going to look at is how to, leverage on social media to grow our business. So I've asked you several questions about what do you think Google My Business is, and also now we're looking at the exact definition of Google My Business. And I've said it is a free tool and easy to use tool for business, but it's not only for business, it's also for organizations, for tourist sites. It could be caves, it could be parks, it could be mountains, it could be waterfalls, you know and what it does, it helps those organizations and business to manage their online presence across Google, including search and map. So, what Google My Business does, it has features such as, you can include your business name, you can include the location where you are, the exact location where you are. You can include your opening hours. You can also, reply to customer reviews. You can also add photos. You can also learn where the people who are calling you or the people who are requesting directions are coming from. So it has awesome features that, if well used, could help you in marketing your products or services, as well as also generating revenue. So, having looked at the definition of Google, so how do you ensure that you use the various features that Google has to engage with customers at absolutely no cost? You can use the Google features to attract customers with great business profile. So when you talk about great business profile, we are talking about you are posting photos that are talking about your business and they're clear photos. So post photos and offers to your profile to show what makes your business unique. Also, it gives the customers the reason to choose your business every time. So have you been in a situation whereby you go to a profile and you got attracted by the images that you're seeing there? So that is how you can, attract customers with great business profile. So photos, especially when they're clear photos that are talking about your product, they tend to attract so many people to them, and people are forced to say something or are forced to take an action. Also, you can use Google My Business to give customer more ways to reach you. So more ways in the sense that they can message you through the app. They can also call you directly to inquire about your products. They can also leave reviews. So your customers are ready to connect, by calling, by messaging, by leaving reviews, and with that, you have more than one ways to reach your customers. So if you compare this with Fana TV, or if you compare this with EBS, for instance, you don't have ways of engaging with the customer. It's usually one way. Usually one way, you listen to the presenter saying something until just reading through the news until the guy finishes. You don't have the option of asking about some clarification in real time. So, and what Google My Business gives you is that. So you're in a position to ask about the product, inquire about that product in real time. So it gives you more ways to communicate with your customers And from my experience, what is very effective here is the fact that people like to call. So if I've seen something online and there is a number there, the next step that I usually take is call that number just to inquire and confirm if what has been posted is indeed true. So with Google My Business, you can see how your customers connect with your business. You'll actually see clicks, calls, bookings. You can also see how customers engage with your business profile. So there are those people who like videos. So when you post a video, in some cases you realize that it attracts so many clicks and views. But if you post some photos, you might find that it's attract maybe 100 to 200 views. And also, when you just write some text, some short text, then you realize that, okay, only a few people are looking at it. So when you compare the text, the photos, and the videos, you're able to know how are they engaging with your product, with your content, and what do they like. So you can post photos and offers to your profile, to show what makes your business, look unique. So this is how you can use Google My Business just to engage with your customers. And the fact that it gives you more option to engage with your customers, the fact that it gives you the option of building your presence with extremely HD photos, photos that are talking about your business is actually awesome. So now let us look at how to create, a Google My Business account. So there are various ways you can create a Google My Business account. The first one is you just Google business.google.com. When you do that, it takes you to the Google interface where you'll be asked to add the name of your business. So, for instance, if the name of your business is Sion Shiro, or if your business is, let me use, Mahi Pharmacy, or if your business is GetNet Electronics, or if your business is Said Manufacturing. So you need to add the business that. So remember, in Ethiopia, you have to register your business with the government. So the business name that you use to register with the government is the one that you will use to add the business here. So if you went and listed your business as GetNet Manufacturing, that is the same name that you should use here. If you use different name, then the chances are there will be some mismatches. So if you are in the manufacturing, you'll come to choose a category. So the best part with Google My Business is when you choose a category, there will be a drop down suggesting where your business are. So if you're in pharmacy, you'll have options such as pharmacy, you'll have options such as health facilities, pharmacy, clinics, or hospital. So if it is a pharmacy, you choose pharmacy. But if you are in the manufacturing, there is the option of manufacturing, there is the option of construction. So there are various categories. So what you need to do is choose a category that best fits your industry or your sector. Once you've done that, now you need to add your location. So why is location important? Location is important because people go online to look for information. So when they go online to look for information, they will be asking themselves, where is this business located? Am I able to travel to that place and get that product, or are they able to deliver that product to me? So when I'm looking for your business online, I'll be able to know that this business is located in Akaki Kaliti. And how far is Akaki Kaliti from here? How much would I spend to go there and buy the product? That information is very important because customers can visit you, or they can just come to confirm if that business indeed exists. Because in the online space, trust me, we have legitimate business as well as fake business. So there are various ways that you can just confirm that this business is genuine, this business is fake. Also, you need to add contact details. So contact details. So if you have an office phone, you can also add it, but it's really nice that you add a mobile phone because people will be calling you during day and night, and most preferably you need to add the office phone. So in this office phone, because if you use your personal phone, you'll find people badging you with calls, some just doing inquiry. So the best one would be use the work phone where when they call, Somebody is on standby, somebody is able to answer their questions, somebody is able to feed them with the information that they need. Once you've done that now, you can finish and manage your listing. So that is not enough. So remember, listing is not enough. Now there is the aspect of verification. Why is this verification important? And what Google has done is they have various ways that you can do the verification. So there is a bit for post you sending by post mail, which can take forever to come. There's a bit for calls. You can set up a video call and then they call you, which can also take a while. But what Google has made, which is pretty awesome, is the fact that they have they have onboarded partners, and these partners, they have been entrusted with verifying the information of that particular of business. For instance, the name, the phone number, so usually there are call centers who call to confirm if the business is true, if there is a phone number and all that. Once that has been confirmed, uh, the verifying partners have been given the power to verify. Why is verification important? I'll let you know why is verification important. So verification is important because once the business has been verified, you're given the ownership. So once you've been given the ownership, now you're able to do so many things with the profile. You're able to access the backend. You're able to change so many details in the backend. So if you look at what you have, if you look at the interface that you have there, you can reach out to any of the verifying partner. We have Opera, and we also have Africa 108 as a verifying partner. So what? So let us look at a complete Google business that has been verified. Some of the benefits of a complete GMB listing and the one that has been verified, and why is verification important. First, a complete GMB listing and a verified listing is likely to be considered trustworthy. Trustworthy because the partner has done the due diligence to confirm the details, to confirm one, two, three about that business, and has actually ascertained that the business is actually offering what they're saying they're doing, and this is their phone number and this is the location. So you are trustworthy. Also, when you have a complete listing and the one that is verified, there are chances that you will have 7 times more clicks than the one which is incomplete. So later on, I'm going to show you a difference between a complete listing and an incomplete listing. So in a complete listing, you have the Google My Business links to their website. There is the phone number, there is the direction, and there are also photos. But for a incomplete listing, first, they don't have even a phone number. The location is not well described, and even a posting is not done. So you find that a complete listing offers so much more, and also a complete listing attracts 70% location visits. So remember before Corona, people traveling to malls, various malls, such as you can go to Showa Mall, you can go to Queens, whatever mall. So if your business is listed, verified, and it's complete, the chances are people could be walking to your store really increase. Apart from location attractions, the fact that people can actually trust you and make purchases also increases. So if you compare these two, there is chances that 50% more likely to lead to a purchase. And remember, businesses are set so that you can generate revenue, and that is the aim. So if Google My Business can help you to generate revenue, why not try it? Why not try it? And not even just trying it, why not use it effectively? By just you keep on engaging people, you keep on posting products, you keep on blogging through that. It doesn't have to be product every now and then, but you keep on encouraging people through that, and through regular posting, you will be developing a loyal base of clients who will be buying from you every now and then. So let us look at how you can manage your listing. So for you to manage your listing, it means you have to access your Google My Business. And how do you access your Google My Business? So if you have a Gmail account, so usually on the right side there is where there's family of apps, family of Google apps where you'll find Google Ads, you'll find calendars, you find Google My Business, you'll find Jumbo boards, you'll find so much more. So in that family of app, so it looks like a block, and this block it has squares. In that squares, if you click onto it, there is a drop down and you choose Google My Business. So once you do that now, you go now to your listing, or you just make sure that you're logged in with your Google My Business account. Or what you can do, you can search for your business on Google, and then you'll see a simple menu right above the search results. From there now, you'll get into the the back end, and in the back end you are able to update information, you're able to create posts and promos, you can also add photos, and you can also view and respond to reviews. So if you look at the interface that you have, that business has posted clear images. Somebody who wanted to know what they do could clearly look at the image and say, okay, these guys are in this particular business. If you look at the reviews, you can see people talking about the business and they're giving them a 5 star. So that gives you a rough idea that at one point people were satisfied with the services that was offered there, or their friend whom they referred to that business has been got the services that they need. So reviews are extremely important as well. So let us look at how to add photos. So when I talk about photos, why is photos are very important in the digital space, especially when you're trying to market through digital. So the value of photos gives you like more ways of just showcasing what you have to the world out there, to the to the customers who are not living within your locality. So maybe if you're in a Ratkilo, we'll have few people walking into your shop to see what is going on. But how do you reach people who are living far beyond Aratkilo? Some are living in Hawassa, for instance. Some are living in Benchangul, for instance. Some are just living in Haramaya, for instance. So if you have photos that are well taken, these ones will be able to tell more about your business to the world out there. So in Google My Business, you can add a logo, and you need to ensure that there is consistencies with the logo. So the logo that you'll be adding on Google My Business should be the same as the logo that is in your website. So all logo help customers to recognize your brand. Also, you need to add cover photos. So cover photos, so a photo that best represents your business. So if it is, a Shiro business, so you ensure that the cover photo is a photo that has, injera and Shiro in it. Maybe if you're in hospitality or you're in the spa, you need to ensure that the cover photo has a nice bed spread and some massaging going on. So the photos will speak clearly about some of the services that you're doing. Also, you need to add different photos to highlight features of your business that customers consider when making purchasing. So remember, these things usually happen. So you are in the hotel industry, but apart from that, you also offer outdoor activities. You also need to include them in the additional photos, because somebody might think that okay, this is an hotel. What they do is people walk in and eat, or people book for rooms and sleep. No, if you have a compound within your hotel and usually invite outdoor activities, musicians to come, and then people dance around, people celebrate around, you also need to include that. Also, you need to update your opening hours. So the reason why opening hours is very important is because when somebody browses through your business, is able to know that okay, Sion Shiro, they're opening at exactly 8 and they're closing at exactly 5, or they're closing at exactly 8 after that. So once I've known that now, I will just know between this period and this period, that is when I should be buying products from them. Or between this and this period, that is when I should be making calls so that somebody is able to pick. Also, you can also just indicate that okay, for us, we are in we are in injera business. What we do is We operate 24/7. So I'll know that even if I call in the middle of the night, somebody will wake up or somebody will be there to pick my call, just just to give me the information that I need. So also we have, if every country has different holidays. So for instance, there's some holidays that are not in are not in Uganda, are not in Djibouti, Eritrea, maybe in Kenya, for instance. So in your country, you also need to indicate the holidays that you guys are not working. So, for instance, there was a holiday. There was, so we usually have victory holidays. So there's also the Mescal holiday. So in those holidays, also you can also include, so that the person looking for your business knows that, okay, during these hours when I try to contact them, I might not be able to find them. So once you've done that now, you can also update your information. So why is updating information very important? So for a business, for instance, if you have a business, you started a business that in Megananya, and the business was not doing well, and you decided to locate to Hayaulet, or you just say, okay, for me it's not working here in a Hayaulet, why don't I go to Bole? So if you've moved, you need to indicate that you go to the, you go to the information and say we are no longer in Megananya, but we moved to Bole, near Edna Mall, around Bole, Medinalium, something like that. Also, if at one point you had a phone number and you misplaced it, or it's no longer working, and you bought a new one, you can go to Google My Business and say, and just change the mobile phone to the new one. So remember, there is nothing that is a turn off for clients when they go to your business and the phone number that you've indicated there is not working. Then they'll find you not a serious business owner. So you have to ensure that the phone number that you're putting there is a phone number that is active, that is working. Somebody is able to pick it up, and somebody is able to, um, reply to the queries. Also, you can also just add, call to action button. So if you're in the booking within Google My Business, you can add call to action button where you tell people book now, or tell people reserve a seat, and so much more. So, and now let us look at how do you use this free tool to stay competitive. So you can use Google My Business to stay competitive. First, you can make decision. So remember, there are decisions and informed decisions. So the difference is they're just decisions that you make, but there is no supporting argument. But the decisions that you make after considering a few things. So that is what we're talking about, informed decisions. So what Google My Business does, it helps you to make informed decisions based on so many things. So informed decisions are based on the data, or customer reviews or customer feedback. So that is how Google My Business help you to make informed decisions. Also, Google My Business helps you to learn from the successes and the mistakes of others. So, in the, you'll be able to know that, one of your competitors, or one of the business that are operating along the sector that you had, did this and that, and it never went well for them. So, through Google My Business, you'll be able to know, if you just go through the charts or the reviews, people will be talking about, I did this, it never went well. I did this, it worked for me. I did this and it worked well. Through that, now you'll be going through them and say, okay, I can see, I can see, Selam Sion prepared yellow and prepared a brown injera, and people never liked it. And then with that, you say, okay, now if people never liked brown injera, why don't I try the white one? Or if people like the brown one more than the white one, so I should try this other one. Or if you go to a manufacturing company and there is some spare part that people love, so for instance, in Ethiopia right now, you find that people like to buy a Toyota vehicle. So if you buy a Toyota Vitz, or if you buy any Toyota, it's very easy for you to resell it back. So you can buy a Toyota, after a few years you sell it and you can still not lose too much, or you can get some profit. But if you buy a brand different from Toyota, trust me, you'll not get a market for it, or you sell it at a cheaper price, simply because it is in Ethiopia that people love Toyota brand so much. So if you come with a different brand that people do not like, chances are you might not able to resell it, or if it's broken down, you might not able to get the spare part for it. And so through Google My Business, you're able to understand, you're able to learn, and also you're able to look at some of the strengths or the successes of others. And also, what I've just mentioned about Toyota, through Google My Business, you're able to understand what services to offer to customers. I've just given you an example of if you're planning to buy a car, the brand that you need to use. And also, you can also learn that in Ethiopia, if you develop an hotel, eatery, or a hotel, or a Buna house, it will never fail. The reason why, because the market is there. People love Guna. People love to eat. People love to celebrate. So those are sectors that if you venture into, chances are you will succeed. And Google My Business can help you get that insight. Also, from Google My Business, you can identify how to stand out from the crowd. So remember, even in workplaces, even in schools, in anywhere, there is competition everywhere. So you don't have to make yourself similar to others. You can stand out in various ways. You can work hard to stand out. You can stand out just by the way you speak to people. You can stand out just from the way you dress. So there are various ways you can stand out. So through Google My Business, you can stand out by posting regularly, engaging your clients. Just giving your clients some motivational talks, and that helps you stand out from the crowd. So remember, being unique is very important. So if you're in an office of 50 people, and these 50 people are just similar, and there comes an opportunity for somebody to get promoted, chances are the person who stood out will be the one who will get promoted. These other 49 people will be left here. So that is how you can also use Google My Business as a business to help you stand out, so that if there is a foreigner or a person who wants to buy a product and it looks at your profile, it's very, very active, you keep on engaging your customers, chances are he will prefer to buy from you. That is how you can use it too. And you can also discover industry trends and customer preferences. So now we've looked at the features of Google My Business. Now let us look at some of the case studies that we have here about Google My Business. The case studies. So these are real case studies. So we have local. So these are local companies. Local in the sense that these are African companies who have used Google My Business, and as a result, they've been able to generate revenue. They've been able to employ people. But I'm pretty sure here locally here in Addis, we also have business such as Hello Cashier. It was listed on Google My Business. We also have Technostyle was also listed on Google My Business, and people are also making inquiry. I also had Soko Coffee was also listed on business. We also had R&D Group that have also been listed on Google My Business, and people are just making inquiry. So if you look at these two local examples that we have, so what they do, so one of them is Miveli Design, which is a clothing brand located in Cape Town. So they created a complete Google My Business account. They started posting regularly just to highlight their products. And also they created a website from Google My Business. And they have gotten 1.5K product reviews in the first day of Google My Business and website launch. So it means after just 10 days, they've gotten a lot of product reviews. And they've also generated revenue, and they've hired 2 people. Imagine, like in Ethiopia here, in Addis here, uh, the headache that the government has right now is employment, job creation. So if you can do this and create employment, it means you'll be helping your government. So, and this is what happens to Imiveli design. And we have so many people found them. 30% of people found them through search. So people went online and searched for products that is close to them, and boom, they were able to pop. They were able to appear on the search results, and that is how people started engaging them. So right now, also there is a product called Gemstone. So there's a client called Ethio Gemstone. Ethio Gemstone had just a website, but this website was not optimized. So what we did, we listed that website on Google My Business. And on Google My Business, we ensure that we link to the website, his website, with Google My Business, and through his website, we're able to create PayPal. So right now, Jameson is receiving money from people from Morocco, people from US, through PayPal. And what he does is just to deliver the products through DHL. How cool is that? Also we have another local business called Juma Tours, and this is how they engage with Jembe. So Juma Tours was started in 2009, and it was started by a group of artisans who had the ambition of showcasing, the art, and also just to give ownership to their community. And then since opening Google My Business account, they've been able to get 89 plus reviews every week. They've been able to create 3 employees. Also, people finding them, 79% people finding them through organic search, and also other people are finding them through they also find customers through business on search. Do we have a question? Let me see if we have a question. I'll just let me see. Do we have a question? So let me go through and see how Joy is. Awesome. So I can see that Joy is really, really engaging the audience here. Um, hmm. So I can see Thomas S uh, joining from Addis Ababa. So instead of saying it's good, I can say Reddit is saying, okay, Reddit has also joined. I also see Iman said, want to send me, okay. So Joy is just interacting with the participants. So Hannah saying, I'm from Unity University. So Hannah, how is Unity University? Hope it's good. I can see Tiki Solomon joining. Already saying from St. Mary's University. So how is St. Mary's University? I can see Samuel Bekele joining. I can see Samuel Bekele saying, by the way, very helpful video. Thanks so much for joining. We are happy to always help and learn together. Moving on to our second agenda, which is not going to be very long. So we are going to look at how to plan your digital marketing strategy. And this brings me to the question which goes this way. So what type of marketing have you previously used? So remember, this is marketing. As you think about marketing, what comes to your mind is digital and traditional. And what is the traditional form of marketing? So traditional form of marketing involves advertising and reaching target audience through newspapers, magazines, radio, TV, and OOH. So here we are talking about Shega newspaper. We are talking about Fana TV, EBS. We are talking about just the local radio stations. And what I've noticed with these traditional forms of marketing is the fee increases from if a TV station has a lot of viewership, the cost is much expensive than the one that has low viewership. If the ad takes two minutes, or if it goes beyond 2 minutes, it will become more expensive. So these ads are placed for a fee which corresponds to one is the size of the ad, two is the media that has been used. So if the media has a lot of viewership, it is expensive. If the TV has, if the radio has a lot of coverage, so it covers the entire Ethiopia, it's expensive. So the cost is dependent on a lot of things. Now let us look at this digital marketing. So remember also under traditional marketing, we were talking about billboards. So if you go to around Meskel Square, you'll find big billboards, very, very big billboards. And those billboards are not cheap by there. They are very, very expensive. Somebody could be paying 100,000 bir per month just for the ad to appear there. 100,000 bir per month. Some are even paying more than that. So, when you talk about digital, we are talking about so many. So we are talking about any marketing effort or advertising effort that has been done on the web. So web slash internet. So when you talk about web, we are talking. Web has a family of so many things. So we have emails also within the web. We have browsers within the web. We have even the YouTube within the web. So it has all that are within the web. So anything that has been done through the internet is digital marketing. If you look at the search ads there, so if you look at the search ad, it means if you type for something, then you get we get text talking about a particular product. That's a search ad. When you go to a YouTube video, and before you continue, you find a Mark Angel short, you find a Mark Angel video, or you find BTG video, a short video, just telling you to please watch me before you move to the video that you want to watch. So that is called video ads. So video ads is a moving advertisement. It's a moving advertisement seen on YouTube, before you move to the videos. Also, we have display ads. So display ads, they're eye-catching and images. So like, if you look at this display ad that you have here, it has nice, nice photos. It has nice. So what it has, it attracts somebody to at least take some action, on it. So that is how advertising. When you're browsing and you find something like a banner just coming and it's forcing you to take an action on it, so that is digital marketing. So when you're watching your good video and something comes and just tells you to please give me a few seconds before you move to the video, that is video advertising. So we have so much. So now let us look at the difference between digital versus traditional form of marketing. So we have, in terms of cost, digital is very cheap. Also, digital is very engaging and interactive. And this is, I'm pretty sure you agree with this, because if you're doing some ad on Facebook, you are able to get some instant or real-time feedback from somebody is able to ask you immediately and you're able to respond immediately. In that way, the aspect of engaging is coming out, and it's really interactive, because it has some designs that have been done that is eye-catching. And also with digital, it's cheap, but it has high return on investment. So if you use $5, you'll generate maybe $2,000. So the investment is really huge. Compare this with if you put a billboard of 100,000 bir and you get a sale of 50,000 bir, you shall have made a loss. Or if you get a sale of 110,000 bir, you just made a like 2% profit. So for digital marketing, it has high return on investment, and also it is easy to measure as opposed to traditional forms of marketing, and so much more. So that tells you that the world is slowly moving to digital because of the goodies that is coming with. And These are some of the examples of the goodies that are, that is that digital marketing brings. So remember, I'm not saying traditional marketing is not bad. You can use these two together. You can complement the two together. I mean, so you can use traditional marketing. You can also use digital marketing, but you use more of digital marketing as you complement these two. Yes, so that is how you can use the two to get the benefit of what you want. So let us look at the types of digital marketing. So one is search engine marketing. Two is social media marketing. Three is display marketing. Four is content marketing. And five is email marketing. So when you talk about search engine marketing, here you pay for advertising to appear on the search. Social media marketing, you use social networks or social or Facebook or something to attract attention. Display marketing, this one it usually appears across different networks. It appears through website, blogs, and so much more. When we talk about content marketing, we're talking about creating and sharing content types such as blogs, videos, and guides to attract attention. So right now, if you go to YouTube, so many comedians. I'm pretty sure here also in Ethiopia we have comedians creating short content, posting them on Instagram, posting them on TikTok, posting them on YouTube to educate people, just to entertain people. So that is content marketing. So some of them they educate, and along and it goes a long way in also marketing as well. And also email marketing is just collecting and using emails to address email addresses to communicate with users. So later on, we're going to look at some of the email marketing tips. So now let us look at how to use how to reach the right people using Google Ads. Google Ads is all about matching your ad with the right people. If you do an ad and then it doesn't match the right people, chances are you'll be wasting your marketing effort and your resources. So how do you do that with Google Ads? So for Google Ads, you only pay for results like clicks on your website or calls to your business. And it is true that so many people, 87.3% searches are conducted on Google. And also 63% of people have clicked on a Google ad. So when you're browsing and an ad appear, you have clicked on it because you're curious to know what does the ad does. So how do you set up a Google ad account? How to set up a Google ad account? And I'm sure Joy is going to share with you just a link there where ads. Or if you go to your Gmail in the family where I was talking about, there is the place for Google Ads, and you click onto it. You shall have reached your ad account. So you log into your ad account, or you simply sign up. Once you're there, you click on the campaign, and also you select new campaign. You select new campaign. After that, now you have to ensure that you say something about your business by telling us the goal. Telling us the goal that you want to achieve. Do you want to create a brand awareness, or do you want people to come to your store to buy, or do you want to create brand loyalty? So you need to tell us about your goal. Also, you need to decide where to advertise. So here we're talking about the demographics. So if you want to say, okay, I want my ad to target the southern nationality. Say, okay, I want people from Arbamin, Chawasa to be the ones seeing this ad. You can do that. But if you decide, I want people from the northern side, Gonda, Tigray, and Dese and the rest to be seeing my ad, you can target that. But if you want to target the global world, you say, okay, now for me, I'm interested in export and I want people from China or United States to be the one seeing this. You can also decide on that. And also, you need to create your message. So if you look at the message that is there, so the ad is saying friendly haircut, shady saloon. So that is the message. And if you go down there, he's saying they do haircut anytime for everyone. Book your appointment today. So that's a short message that has been created. Once you've done that, now you need to set up your budget cap and you go live. So let us look at how to set up your budget cap. So even before we go to setting up your budget cap. You need to ensure that when you're choosing your goal, you tailor your ad based on the results you want, and also you need to ensure that if your goal is to get more calls to your business or increase visit your store or drive people to your sale, so your goal must mirror these ones. So now let us look at how to create how you can choose where to advertise. So I mentioned about deciding the demographic or where to do the ad. So it could be global or local. So you just choose the names and it will be pinging those places. If you type China, it will be pinging China. If you put Canada, it will be putting Canada. So you can say, okay, you want to type local people as well as the global world. You can also merge the two. So you decide where you like to show your ads, and then you'll get so your ad will be shown in front of people who are looking at that. So for instance, when I'm browsing and an ad appears on my screen, it means I was targeted. It was not by chance. I was targeted because at one point, the cookies indicated to those people that these are my habits. So if at one point I was browsing for a car, a brand new car, then to this information would be relayed to the digital marketing agencies, and they will tell you at one point Evans Rabare browsed about a Toyota car. So if you're doing advert, ensure that ad is shown in front of him. So when an ad appears in front of me, it's not by mistake, it's because I've been targeted. And I'm pretty sure that the same has also happened to you guys. You can also create a message. So if you look at the message that you have there, it should not be like a long message. Let it be short and precise. So look at the fresh look, great hair. That is the message. And also there's the haircut in all styles. That is also a message that is short and precise. Once you've done that, now you can set up your budget cap. So budget cap, to ensure that you don't overspend. You just say, okay, for me I want to spend $2 a day. So you ensure that after you've consumed $2, please kindly stop, don't go beyond that. So you're setting a cap. And the best part of it, when you're setting a cap, when you're playing around with the pointer from 1 all the way to maybe 10, there is the estimated result. So from here, you see that right now the estimated result is between 149 to 244 clicks and calls. That tells you that the higher you set the cut, the higher the reach or the higher the results. So once you've done that, now you go live. So once you've gone live, you will be displayed. Your ad will be displayed when people are searching for your products or services like yours. Your ad can appear on Google search and maps and across network partners and even the sites. Only you'll pay for results, and these results are when people click or when people make calls to your business. So that is when you pay. So if somebody do not click or do not call to your business, then you don't pay. Yes. Do you have a question? Let me see if you have a quick, if you have quick questions. If you have quick questions, if not, Joy is doing an awesome job. I can see people joining. Let me give a shout out to Michael. Michael joining. I can see Sirage joining. I can see Kiro is also in class. I can see Abel also joining. Thank you so much, Abel, for joining. I can see, I can see Tefera joining. Bilen is also joining. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. So if there is no any question, let me move quickly to our final agenda, which is how to leverage on social media channels and email marketing. So basically, we're talking about, as a business, which social media channels does your business use? Is it Facebook? Is it Twitter? Is it, you know? Just let me know. So how can you use social media to help your business grow? So remember, we are moving from the basic use of social media, because I can see a lot of people using Facebook here in Ethiopia. I'm seeing so many people use Facebook here in Ethiopia, but they're not using it to help them grow. So they're just using it to for hate speech, to cause chaos, to say something about something bad about other community, and that is not what it is supposed to do. Remember, we are one, and we are all human. So when you use social media to cause some sort of conflict, that is not the proper way of using it. So now we now want to know how to use social media to grow yourself as a person or to grow your business. So you can use social media to generate more sales. So in generating more sales, you'll be able to reach new audiences. You'll be able to have new business opportunities. You'll also have ability to target different demographics. You can also build relationships and network. Also, you can also add value to your brand with social media, with Facebook, with Twitter, with Telegram. When you're adding value to your brand, you'll be raising customer service levels. You'll be able to start two-way conversations. You'll show a new side to your business, and also you'll build your own community. And finally, you can also improve your marketing. So you to market, you need to understand your audience. So you need to understand your customer better, who they follow, when they follow, amongst others. And in that way, it will help you to get noticed on sites. You also attract more people to your website. You gain valuable customer insights. You also keep an eye on your competitors, and that is how to use social media to better yourself, not to spew hatred. And I'm just wishing and pray that we will come to a day when now social media will be used to better yourselves, better your business. So having said that, let us look at organic social media versus paid social media. So when you're talking about organic, you're talking about free. So organic social media are absolutely free. You'll only reach, but in terms of coverage, the coverage is limited because you'll only reach your friends and followers of your friends. But when you're using paid social media, you pay for views, actions, or clicks. You can also reach anyone, and anyone, even those who do not follow you. So the coverage is extremely wide. So how do you get started? How do you get started with social media marketing? First, you need to target your audience. Identify your target audience. So audience, in the sense that, who are this audience you're talking about? What do they like? What influences them? So you find that so in so many ways, music usually influences people. Like somebody watch a video, just watch some video and you see some fashion, people wearing some clothes, and the next day the guys goes to the shop and buy that shop. That is how sometimes video influences people. Or there is just a celebrity or a politician that you like. You see him wearing this, or you see him saying this, or wearing some googles, and next day when you walk in the street, you find so many people wearing those googles or shirts. Or football, clubs. So clubs, for instance, like Manchester or Chelsea. So, like Chelsea, for instance, right now, if you walk to the street, you'll find so many people wearing Chelsea shirts. That is how you'll be able to find what influences people. Are they is it soccer? Is it politicians? Is it musicians? Or and so much more. Also, you'll be able to know when are they usually online. Which social media do they use? That is how it's very, very important to understand your target audience. Also, you need to choose your social media channels. So we have different social media channels. Some are business focused, some are lifestyle focused, some are used for for public relations. We call them PR tools. Some are also used for just for our avian videos, and all these channels have different they have different strategies. Also, you need to ensure that you post content regularly. So this content could be videos, they could be blogs, they could be photos, they could be infographics. You need to ensure that they're useful content and the content that are talking about themes that people would want to hear. So themes such as corruption, themes such as gender inequality, themes that are themes that when you talk about those themes, chances are people are able to come along and talk about those themes. So right now we have elections going on, so you can talk about elections but not taking side. Just talk about sensitizing people to take maybe voting cards so that they can go. The importance of voting. When you're voting, you're exercising your right, the right that is that has been enshrined in the constitution. So, as youth who don't see the need to go and vote, you need to take that opportunity to go and vote. It doesn't matter who because through the vote you will be entrusting somebody with power to lead you. So it is through the vote that your voice will be heard. So you can talk about something like that. So let's see how you can use email marketing. Email marketing to help your business. How can you use email marketing to help your business? So how do you get started with email? So there are many email providers out there. Others are similar, but to be sure, they have pretty much similar functionality, and there are free platforms, and also others are also more advanced ones that have a wider range of functionality around email design and implementation. So it is important to trace that email marketing is heavily dependent on the quality of the list or the quality of your contacts. Email marketing works when the audience wants to hear from you. So that is why before you send somebody an email, inquire if they would love to be receiving emails from you. So ask subscribers if they're interested in receiving updates about other products or services. Then find out how they prefer to hear from you. For example, do they want to receive emails weekly or monthly? You need to record what you learn in your email contact database for future campaign. So, for instance, if you send 1,000 emails and only the click rate or the open rate was around 200, then it means your email marketing campaign wasn't that good, and therefore you need to change a few things. And later on, you're going to look at some of the tips, and here are the tips. Some of the email marketing tips that you can employ so that you increase the open rate. First, you need to segment and group the email list for relevant content. Second, keep it simple. You need to test, send it to two or to three devices, and also you need to measure, the open and click rate to optimize campaign. So these are tips. So also another tip that is very important is that in the subject line, ensure that the subject line is catchy. It is a subject line that once I've just read it, I'll be compelled. I'll be intrigued to learn more about what is that email saying. And also within the body, don't write so much. Don't write so much. Ensure that it is precise, elaborate, and into the point. So right now, let me pause for questions. Do we have questions? If we don't have questions, let me see if we have questions. Let me see if we have questions. Let me see if we have questions. Okay. I can see that. So I can see Joy just saying, sorry for being late. Berhanu, thank you so much for joining. So I can see Joy just telling people, okay, hello, I'm from Sosa. Bishangul. In the last session, I've attended the class, but my name will appear in the certificate. Sorry for that. What you do is, I will get in touch with you. So some certificate had been sent. Just confirm that you're able to find the two sets of certificate that I was sent. But don't worry, Robel. I'll make sure that your issue is attended to. Okay. Also, how is the payment for ads handled through credit card? So it's normally through various options, but the popular one is through credit cards. So if you have a credit card, but the challenge I've seen here in Ethiopia is that your credit card you know, do not allow, like Google Ads do not accept payment from you guys, or it could be that your Visa can't be used outside the country because it could be the challenges with the model. The way government has put it, because if you put your card number into Google Ads, chances are it will be rejected. So, but if I use mine, it will be accepted. So it is maybe on the restrictions on the government side. That is why you're finding the challenges. But other than that, the payment is through Visa, through credit card, or through your Visa card. So the next step is, what is your next step after taking this training? Also, I would just urge you to talk about this training. So remember, we want to tell the world that we are doing this training in Ethiopia. We, people are learning so much more, and also so that Google can also just come down here and look at the progress that the training is doing, the impact that is doing, So just talk about this training in your, in your Facebook pages, in your Telegram group, and also in your Instagram pages, and we spread the word out there so that we are able to cover so many people with just impact people, reduce the digital skill gap that is there currently. So and finally, this is the point where now I'll be coming to say thank you so much to people who have been with me since the beginning up to now. We started with Esete was the first. We started way with Emad and Sehife. Uh, we were also joined by Karabu, and then later on, guys like Robel and Tefera joined. Abel was also part of the training. Also, so we had Daniel, Samuel, Kiros, and also Michael and Beranu also was also part of the training. So yeah, mine is to say, thank you so much. And so just for Robel, just to let you know that that is going to be sorted. Don't worry about that. And also just confirm that you did get the certificate that you sent, early this week. Just confirm that you guys received the certificate. And at this point, I would just say, I'm a Segenalu, Betama Segenalu. So enjoy your weekend, and remember, COVID is also still here with us. So try to keep safe, sanitize, and try to keep distance. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.